Hi students, today we're going to be working with rounding, and I know we worked a little bit with rounding before, but we're going to add another couple steps to rounding. What you will need for this activity is either a paper and a pencil or a whiteboard and a marker. Go ahead and pause the video so you can get those things. So we're going to start out with a practice problem. Here's my number, 175. I'm going to be rounding to the tens place. We have hundreds, tens, and ones. What I will do in order to round the tens place is I'll find my 10, got it, and then I'll look at the number right next to it. This number 5 here will determine if we will raise the number or if it will stay the same. So remember the saying, 5 or more, raise the score. If it is 4 or less, we will let it rest. This is 5, so it will raise. Our new number is going to be 180. Hopefully that felt familiar for you. I'm going to give you some practice problems, and then I want you to pause the video and solve them for yourself. And after, unpause the video and you'll see if you got your answers right. Go ahead and pause the video, round to the tens place. Here are the correct answers so you can check your work. Notice I circled the numbers in the tens place, and the number next to it told me if I should raise the score or if the number would stay the same.
So here is a place value chart just so we can get an idea. We have hundreds, tens, ones, the decimal point, and then remember that if we're going after the decimal point, we go tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions.
So let's look at a number. 6.76. And I have my number chart here. I know it's pretty blurry, but we have the 6 in the ones place. This is in the 10th place. Because after the decimal comes the 10th. And then there goes hundredths right here. I'm going to have you round to the 10th place. So the 10th will be this 7. And the 6 will determine what happens to that 7. We know that if it's 5 or more, we'll raise the score. If it is 4 or less, we'll let the number rest. So the 6 is 5 or more, right? So the 6 is going to turn, the 6 means that the 7 will turn into an 8. We're going to write 6.8. And we won't write anything after. We don't need any more zeros. If we round to the 8th place, we're done. We don't need any zeros after that. I mean, if we run to the 10th place, sorry. All right, let's do another one. Here are some problems I want you to try on your own. So once I put this up, you can pause the video and work on this by yourself. We're rounding to the nearest tenth, and I have 2 problems for you. So here are our answers. I found the 10th and I circled it. And then I underlined the number next to it because it would tell me if I should raise the number or let it stay the same. 3 won't raise the 5, so it will be 1.5 when it's rounded. The next number, 4.79, the 9 will raise that 7 to an 8. So our final answer will be 4.8. Did you get that right? Hopefully you did. We're going to round to the nearest hundredth. So here's another decimal. Let's identify what is the hundredth place. Think about it in your head. The nearest hundredth is the 1. Because if we look at our chart, it goes decimal point, tenth, hundredths, thousandth. So I'm circling the 1. And that 7 is going to tell me to raise the 1 when we're rounding. So our final answer, hopefully you got this, is 9.31. Or sorry, 9.32. because we raised that 1. All right, we're going to have some practices for you. I have some things for you to practice. Here are your practice problems. Round to the nearest 100th. Go ahead and do that. Pause the video. Here are our answers for checking your work. As you can see, the number next to the hundredths both make them stay the same. Nice job, everyone. The next thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't already, is go and finish 2.01 in your math tile. It will give you some practice.